Hello everybody. Today we will start a new chapter number 17, and the first lesson that we're going to explain is the line plots with whole and decimal numbers, pages 380 and 381. We will start by explaining what is the meaning of line plots. The line plot, it's a way that we're using to display some data. For example, if you collected some data and you want to display or show this data, you can show it by using the line plot. As you took before another ways to show your data, like for example the bar graph, the tally marks, the pictograph, many ways we took before to show the data, and today we will explain another way, which is the line plot. On the line plot, we're using the axis to represent the data values, and we will explain more in details in the example. Let's see, for example, here. If we are in the class and we started to measure the height for each student. So some of the students, they have the same height, some are different. Okay. After we collected the data, the heights of the students, we want to put this data as a line plot. So here in this table, I want you to see. We put on the table the heights that we measured in inches. Okay, so for example, the first one we have is 49 inches. This is the number of students. No, this is the height of the students in inches. It means 49 inches. We have how many students are 49 inches? You will find it in front of it as a tally mark. Here, if I have one line, it means 1. Okay, how many students measure 50 inches? 2 students. Then 51 inches, if you count the lines, they are 4. Then 52 inches, also 4 students, their height is 52. 53 is when we close the tally mark, it means I have 5, then we have 1 separated, total is 6, and so on. I will write the other numbers to know how many students for each. How to show my data? By using the line plot. It means how can I change it from the table to the line plot? First of all, the number that we wrote here, these numbers, this is the frequency. What means frequency? It means how many times the number is repeated. It means how many times I have students 49 inches. Just one time. How many times it's repeated, the 50 inches? 2 students, so 2 times repeated, and so on. So these numbers give me the frequency, or how many times it's repeated this value. Okay, first of all, we need to choose a name for our line plot. What can we name it? Yes, we can name it the heights in inches of the students, because I want to represent here the heights for the students, and the height we measured it here with inches. So first we put the name. Second, on the number line, we will choose something called the scale. What is the meaning of the scale? It means the range that my value is inside it. Okay, the values here start with which number? As you see, start with 49. Yes, and it's end with what? With 56. So my range or my scale is from 49 until 56. So I will start to put the scale. So I will start from 49 until I reach 56. Okay. Sometimes while you're putting on the number line, you can count by 1, you can count by 2, according to what? According to my data. Let's see here your data. It's 49, then 50, then 51, then 52. So it's better to put it on the number line by 1. Yes. So I will put 49, 50, 51, 52, and so on until I reach 56. Okay, so here I counted by 1 between 49 to 50, 1 between 50 to 51, I have just 1 also, and so on. Okay, so the space between each two numbers is just 1. What we call this space? We call it interval. So the interval here is 1. The scale is from 49 to 56. This is the scale, but the interval is from number to the next. How much is this space? It's just 1. So this is the interval. Okay. Then how can I put my values? I will take the numbers of the tally marks here that we called it frequency, and I will start to put it by using x's. What mean x's? Mean letter x. How? Let's see. Here in front of 49 I have just 1, so I will go to 49, draw above it 1x. Then what's next? In front of 50 we have 2, so above 50 I will draw 2 x's, and so on. In front of 51 we have 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4 x's. Then 52 also 4 x's. Then 53 we have 6 x's. 54 we have 2, 55 also 2, 56 I have here in front of it 1 in the table, so I will draw 1 x here, and like this we finished our line plot. So on my line plot I want you to know that I have to put for it a label or a title, then we put the scale. What mean the scale? It means I have to see I will start with which number, then I will reach what until I reach what. It means it will end with what. This is the scale. Then I have to see the interval, mean I will count by 1, or sometimes you will see that the numbers are even, you can count by 2, sometimes I can count by 3, and so on. How can I choose? According to the number given in the data. Then I will start to see the frequency, draw it as x's on my line plot. So here we talk about some new vocab, which is frequency table. This table I have in it my values and how many times my value is repeated. So we call it frequency table. Then the line plot, it means the number line that we will draw in it the x's. The scale we set the range of my value will start with what and I have to end with what. The interval, it means the space between a number to another. I will count by 1, by 0.1, by half. Today we will take just whole numbers and the decimals, no fractions in it. Let's see example from your book. The table shows the weights of baby rabbits that have been rescued. Use the data for exercises 5 to 8. So here we have a table. On this table, what are the values that we have? Weight of baby rabbits. And as you see, the weight we have it in ounces: 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, 3.9. This is the weights that we have. This weight for what? For baby rabbits that have been rescued. Okay, so here they put for you the tally marks and they put for you the frequency. It means 5 tally marks, so they represented the data as numbers, so the frequency is 5. So I have 5 baby rabbits, their weight is 3.3. Then I have 2 baby rabbits, the weight of them, each one of them is 3.4, and so on. So up we have the weights, down I have the frequency, which is the number of the baby rabbits. Let's see how the questions come. What is the scale for the data in the table? The scale, it means from what to what, my range. So I will go to the values, not to the frequencies. The values here is what value of what? Value of the weights. So the value of the weight start by 3.3 until 3.9. So we will write the scale. It's 3.3 to what? To 3.9. This is my scale. Question number 6. What's an appropriate interval for the data? Interval mean what? We said the space between a data and the next. So here from 3.3 then 3.4, 3.5. Okay. To be more accurate while getting your interval, we have to draw the line plot. Okay, so here in front of you we have a number line. Look at this number line. If I want to put from 3.3 until 3.9, I have to count here by what? If I watch these numbers, yes, by 0.1. Do I have to count by 1? 3.3, then 4.3, and so on? No. Here just the 10th place is increasing. Yes, so I can count by 0.1. So 3.3, 3.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7. I don't have 0.7 on the data. This means that I will not write it in my line plot. No, also you have to write it because you have to what? To count on by the same interval. It means every time I'm skipping 0.1, so I have to do the same always, repeat the same always, okay? Then 0.8, then 0.9. This is the end of my scale. Okay, so the intervals here between one to another, we have what? 0.1, then add 0.1 again will be 3.5, add 0.1 again will be 0.6, and so on. So my appropriate interval is 0.1. Mean you skip counting by what? While you're putting your numbers on the number line by 0.1. Let's see question number 7. Which weight occurred most frequently? I'm asking about the weight. Here is the weight. Yes, which is here also. Which one occurred most frequently? Can you see? Which one has the biggest number? The biggest frequency. So I will watch the frequencies which is down. Which one is the biggest? 7. So I will say 7. No, they told you which weight. Okay, so what is the weight for the 7? It's a 3.6. 3.6 ounces. This is the weight that occurred most frequently. It means the number which is repeated a lot. Let's see question number 8. Number 8, copy the number line and use it to create a line plot for the data. Include a title and a label. Okay, what is the title that I can put here? Here I have what? Weight, yes, of baby rabbits in ounces. Okay, this will be the title. Okay, now we need to put the, yes, we need to put the x's now to finish my line plot. Okay, let's go one by one. First, 3.3. How many x's I have to put here? I will check the frequency. It's 5, so 5 x's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now 3.4, they are 2, 1, 2. 3.5, they are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3.6, they are 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I have 3.9, so I will jump to 3.9, put 1 x in it. What about 3.7 and 3.8? I don't have any data for it, so I will leave it. Like this, we finished it. Okay, thank you so much, girls. I hope that you understood the lesson.